Hey guys, it's CryptoXT here with another video, and today I just want to update you guys on three very crucial and important airdrops that you may qualify for. Alright, and these are all confirmed announcements. Alright, and the first one that I want to talk about is Wormhole, and this project has a lot of hype. I think people has been farming this project for over a year. Okay, unfortunately, I was a little bit late into the game, so I didn't really qualify for any airdrops. Alright, I checked my MetaMask, I checked my Solana wallet, even though I've used the Wormhole bridge. Alright, but I'm not sure what the exact criteria is. Alright, unfortunately, I'm not eligible for any airdrops. Alright, but if you have been actively using Wormhole, or even if you are a Pive staker, if you have staked more than 5,000 Pive tokens, I think you would also be eligible for this airdrop. Okay, and so, alright, but unfortunately, okay, I think a lot of people also, even though they have transactions, they did not qualify. I'm not sure if this is the finalized version of the checker. Okay, so until they finalize everything, then you know whether you are actually eligible. Okay, but meanwhile you can always check on this page to see if you are eligible. Alright, and the second airdrop that I want to talk about, alright, is Fluidity. Okay, so I covered this project on my channel 1 month ago, as you can see. Alright, I think I covered this in January, late January. And I think if you have been farming this project, if you have listened to my video and watched this video very closely, alright, which only has 321 views, then fortunately, you'll be eligible for this airdrop. Alright, and this is one of the most generous airdrops I've seen so far for this year. Okay, only 8,000 people qualified for the airdrop. Alright, 2 billion volume transacted with the FUSDC token. And if you read this over here, there is a wide range of people who qualify for this airdrop. Okay, basically, so long as if you use this FUSDC token, you would qualify for this airdrop. Okay, and then for the third project, okay, before I talk about the third project, I just want to show you guys how much airdrops I got. Okay, so if you come to this page, alright, under TGE claim, you can see that, below are all the stats, how many bottles are there, alright, and then if you click on check your eligibility, you can see how much tokens are eligible. Okay, so total there are about 1 billion tokens, and upon token generation event, I believe there is between 120 to 150 million circulating tokens. Okay, so I think this token could easily get to 10 cents, 20 cents, maybe even 50 cents to $1. Okay, so that's a huge amount of airdrop. Alright, and this is just one of my wallets. In fact, I have 4 other wallets which get about 10 to 15k on each wallet. So my total allocation is about 88,000 Fly tokens. Okay, so I'm really excited for Fluidity, and I know they are launching their token sometime next week. Okay, so that's all for Fluidity. And for the third airdrop, okay, it's Aevo. So Aevo went the Binance route, alright, even though I find it quite ironical because Aevo is a decentralized exchange. So why would they want to work with a centralized exchange and list on a centralized exchange? Okay, and that really baffles me. And on top of that, alright, they also announced that they will be giving Binance 4.5% to their community pool so that they can list on Binance. Alright, so recently, if you have followed Binance, you realize that they have a lot of Binance Launchpad projects. So this is like a listing fee or like a prerequisite. Alright, so if you want to list on Binance, you have to give me a significant sum of tokens. Otherwise, I will not list your token. So this is the cost that the community of Aevo has to bear, unfortunately. Alright, and this amount, 4.5%, again comes from the community pool. And unfortunately, if you have been using Aevo for the longest time, you would only be qualified for the 3% community pool. Okay, so this has been the trend for quite a while. I think any projects that list on Binance most likely would get a very small allocation of airdrops. Okay, but I'm still relatively bullish on Aevo itself. I think Aevo could do a $3 to $5 per token. Alright, and I did a simple and quick calculation. If you go to my profile on Twitter, you can see that I talked about Aevo quite a while back. Alright, so even though the allocation is small, okay, expect Aevo to trade between $3 to $5, and putting the value of airdrops, the 30 million airdrops, at about 100 to 150 million dollars, and only 120,000 users are applicable. On average, each user will get about 250 Aevo, which is somewhere between $700 to $1,200. Okay, so I think the average user would probably, you know, have at least done 100 to 200k in volume, probably even $500,000 in volume to be considered average. Okay, so if you have done that, you probably get about close to $1,000 worth of airdrop. If you have done more than $1 million, alright, especially if you have actively been using this platform since last year, then I think your airdrop allocation will be larger, because I believe they allocate more tokens to their early adopters and users. Alright, so we have to wait for the final mechanics before we know, you know, how they distribute these Aevo tokens. Okay, so I think overall, you know, it's still alright, it's still not too bad, because I expect Aevo price to be quite high. Alright, even though our tokens that we are getting is kind of low. Okay, so that's all for this quick update to let you guys know what is happening within the space. Okay, alright, be sure to follow me on X as well and subscribe to me. Alright, and I'll see you guys in the next video.